ashes a fire shall be woken.
Hi, everyone. Give me just a second. We're going to start up the stream. Just need to do some back-end YouTube stuff really quick. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. But we are continuing with the Kugas stream. We're only going to stream for probably about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours tonight. But I have the time. I finished work a little bit early today, so we're going to go ahead and go for it. I'm really enjoying this series. So let me pull up everything here so I can see what you guys have to say. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. But we are continuing with the... And as always, make sure that you sound off and let me know where it is that you are watching from tonight. It's always cool to see. But I have the international audience. I finished work a little bit early today, so cool. We're going to go ahead and go for it. I'm really enjoying this series. Let this get all spooled up and everything. I'm going to go ahead and load into the game so that I can see what you guys have to say. Let me know if you guys can hear everything that's going on here. Let me see. And as always, make sure that you sound off and let me know where it is. Idiot. How did I have this situated so it didn't interfere? Maybe like that? Yeah, that'll be good. So, to recap, what we have going on here is we are back in the Realms of Chaos. We have collected our first Demon Soul, and we are playing as Kugath Plaguefather. And the purpose of this stream, the reason we are in the Realms of Chaos is I believe this to be the hardest campaign in all of Total War Warhammer 3. So let me get my bearings really quick and see kind of where we're at, because I kind of forget. I kind of forget where we were and what we were doing. So Kugath is doing he's kind of going along this way, and he's going to hit all of these encounters at sea, because we want him kind of over in this territory over here. And then our other dudes, excuse me, are over here, and they're working on consolidating this province against Tzeentch. So what we're going to do first, I guess, is we have some building to do, but we need to kind of see how much money we're going to have before we really get that underway. And we have an encounter at sea to do right here. And it indicated as one of the ones that was going to be a battle. We could auto-resolve this, but I don't remember whether we are in... We are not in our territory. Almost certainly not in our territory, because we're bordering Kislev and Scarbrand's lands. So I would auto-resolve this because it says decisive victory, but we're going to fight multiple of these, so I don't know when we're going to have an opportunity for replenishment. And we probably will take some casualties in this because they do have a cannon, and they have a fair number of missile units. I'm going to do my best to mitigate those losses, but and it's the one, it's not the encounter with the hole in the center of it. it's the exact opposite. So you got to go around the sides. We do have characters on rot flies, so that'll help us. We're going to start out with kind of standard Nurgle formation. And we shouldn't have to worry about an anti-artillery formation because we should be able to take out that cannon before it really has an opportunity to do too much damage to us. So first things first, we're just going to send these rot flies over here, and then we're going to take the whole army here and just kind of back it up, just to generate a little bit of space between us and the cannon. Yeah, it's still moving. The cannon reaches to pretty short of our position. By the time they get back in range of being able to hit us with that artillery, we should have pretty much figured this out. So we're gonna hit our contagion. I got all those guys. I'm gonna drop a blight boil on the actual artillery unit. And then I have this to use after that kicks off. Alright, that did some good damage. And then we're going to do these casts, and we're going to do them in such a way where they damage the artillery piece, but then hopefully also hit some of the other units. And we're just going to try to chunk them down. Yeah, this guy. This is not the optimum way to use Stream of Corruption, but we would want it to fire across this, but we're trying to concentrate our fire on the artillery piece and catch some extra units wherever we can. And it is disintegrating, so I think that's good. I think we're well on our way here. What are we doing here? We've got still. All right, it looks like it's on its way down. Kugath's gonna go ahead and drop that, and we will send that out to do some good damage there, or at least hold them up. All right. That looks like it's completed. We'll go ahead and drop 2 more contagions on these guys. We'll also, for the heck of it, just go ahead and spray them with a Stream of Corruption apiece, and then we'll start worrying about these units over here. Yeah, we did enough damage to those that they're not faring too well, and these guys are nice clumped up, so we'll get some streams in on those real quick. And then now we can concentrate on the melee infantry here. And that should... By the time we finish with all this, the other ones should be in range. And if we can get all of those units to blob up around... it doesn't look like they're going to do it. Ideally, we want those units to kind of blob up around this unit. But I don't think they're going to actually do it. Because then we could cast a Blight Boil on them. They're too nimble to just do it outright. And this is disintegrating. I didn't catch it in time. Oh well. 15 seconds. Should have done that in the other order. They're reorganizing a bit. I might be able to get one off. Yeah, that'll pop and get some of them. It's not as good as it could have been, though. Alright. Contagion is ready. And same thing with this one. We'll pop the Contagion first, and then we'll hit the Wand of Jet. Can we get all of them? We can get them all. And then we'll hit them with this. And then we'll hit the Wand of Jet. So who do you think's in the lead? Do you think the Rotflies, 100, 174, or let's see? Yeah, they're definitely in the lead. We might be able, if we work hard at this, we might be able to actually do this in before they even get to our lines. As soon as these guys make contact with our lines, they're done. But if we do a little bit more damage to these ones, then we might be in good shape.
Infection is inevitable.
That one is getting ready to crumble. Okay. And I think we can just kind of work on the missile units now. Can we get a Contagion in on all those units? Oh, yeah. Nice. Got him. Bye. Yep. Got it. So that is why we did not use auto-resolve, because this is going to be a casualty-less battle. We'll go ahead and send this guy out. He just needs to do a little bit of damage, and actually, Kugath might be able to do enough. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Excellent. Strangely enough, this is the only one that had any survivors. I don't know how that even happened. And I think we'll take the infections on that. There's not a lot of money. And that's another 5,000 for the bank. Let's see what Kugath needs here. So we're kind of running down. Yeah, we got this. Oh, yeah, we completed that whole line. So now we can... we're moving towards the Renowned and Feared. We want that extra campaign movement range. It's not really essential, but it is nice to have. And then this guy, we finished that line. He could probably go for his control. Oh, you know what? This. Our next encounter at sea is this one. And if we full speed, then we can definitely reach that next turn. Excellent. Now let's see what's going on up here. What is this guy? All right, low level. If you guys didn't see last episode, I had an army that was really close, a lord, excuse me, that was really close to achieving demonhood. And then I lost him at turn 14 due to teleport stance. Super sucked. Oh well. But because of that, I'm a little bit hesitant. Okay, so they don't have anybody there. And that's not to say that this guy's immune, it's just he's level 6 and I don't really care.
Father knows best. The joy of disease. Pass.
And we're not gonna force march. Okay, so we have some construction to do, and this one needs insulated against the rifts. This province, that is. And I'm pretty sure I did all of these. Yeah, we've done all of these in the previous turns. This is not insulated, but we're going to sell that in a couple turns, hopefully, to Scarbrand. This one is insulated. Is this what borders? Yeah, no. Yes, this does border. So, we can, if we do this, because this produces, this doesn't do corruption, but we can add corruption there. And then let's, I thought I saw some buildings that needed upgraded. Not these ones. These ones. So, this looks like fairly insulated, so I don't think it really matters which one we upgrade. So we'll just go with the main line. Because I had the money to do it, might as well. And then we have enough for some plagues. So who needs what here? This can very easily be pushed to the next point simply by adding the growth plague. And we'll go ahead and also add this to it. We probably should have added control instead. But whatever. And then these guys, I think that they're... Are these ones okay? Or no, that's not how you do that. This guy actually needs ancillaries. Now that I think about it. Let's just throw us a bunch of stuff on there and then we'll sort it out. Actually, there's not a lot to choose from now that I look at it. Yeah. We might as well go for magic items. That's basically worthless. We could fuse these. I'll take that. He could really use an iron cursed icon. But all the guys that need it actually need it. We don't need this. Miscast base chance minus 10%. That sounds terrible. Like, I don't really overcast anyway. And then enchanted item. Do we have any good enchanted items? I guess we could just throw this on him just for the heck of it. To the chat. Yes, this is a campaign, and yes, this is the Realms of Chaos. And the reason that we are playing Realms of Chaos, for anybody who's just now tuning in, is the Nurgle Realms of Chaos campaign is perhaps the hardest campaign in all of Total War Warhammer 3.
A new way to share Nurgle's love.
I wanted to do something that was challenging, and this is certainly that. Now, we've set ourselves up pretty well for this campaign to the point where it's going to look kind of like a steamroll, I think, at this point in time. But if you go back and watch episode 1, yeah, it's freaking hard. If you watch episode 1, I lost the campaign once and had to restart. That's how hard it is. So Nurgle is hard mode to begin with, and Realms of Chaos, legendary, very hard. Playing as Kugath, it was hard. All right, cool. These guys here, I was looking at them for plagues wherever they went. Oh my goodness. I think they're up this way. Yeah. I need to look at their plague. Yeah, so they need, while this is the plague that we want them to have, they also need to have this symptom. So they don't necessarily have to have this plague anymore. So we should start working on another one. And we want this symptom to progress because we want it as the base symptom for this one. Or wait a minute. This one, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and redo the plague there, but we're going to do this one. This so that our guys get the get that symptom, and then we're going up against Tzeentch, so I think it's probably in our best interest to go ahead and throw this symptom on there. And then we'll trade some units around and get that to copy over.
Nurgle says march.
Okay, cool.
I do it for my children.
Tuck, the reason that it's the hardest is not only are you slow and it's not really hard to recruit. It's actually really easy to recruit. But you're also now starting right next to Mother Ostankia, who is a missile-heavy faction. So no matter what you do, you're gonna have to deal with her, and you're probably gonna have to deal with her early because you don't really progress that quickly as far as your army composition. So you don't really have the tools to deal with her, even at like turn 52. So I think that in the early stages of the campaign, you need to take her out before she can get any better units than, because she already outclasses you, and you have to do some trickery to wipe her out early. Check her diplomacy really quick, and then I'll hit end turn.
Het woman.
Don't want a defensive alliance with Valkia. Don't want peace. She outclasses you at the start of the campaign, and she will continue to outclass you for the rest of the campaign until you get your end tier units, basically. So in my opinion, you have two choices. You can ignore her for as long as possible and then deal with her after you've built some economy, after she declares war on you. Or you can take her out right at the start when the disparity between your armies isn't quite as wide. So while there is a disparity of force in what she starts with and can recruit and what you start with and can recruit, as far as quality and quantity, the gulf widens quite substantially once she gets to her next tier of units. Once she can recruit like any more units than Akshina and Kossars, you're screwed. Yeah, it's super rough. The other thing is that she has all the casters. So she can get Deathcasters, she can get, well, Deathcasters don't really matter. Well, actually they do, because your strongest units are in the, basically all of the Nurgle play is your heroes. So that is actually a challenge. But she also has Beast, which can do, which is a hard counter to your blob technique. You know, the Nurgle blob. If she's casting Flock of Doom on you constantly, you're screwed. And she has shadow magic. If you've got a Nurgle blob and she drops a Pit of Shades or an overcasted Pit of Shades on you, you lose. You're done. And then on top of that, she's a mobile magic casting chariot. All that paired with the fact that her army outranges you because you don't have any range and is mostly missile heavy. You're better off, in my opinion, taking her out, declaring war on her in the first, 10 turns, and just getting it over with. All right, so we have that upkeep reduction. We're pulling in a fair amount of money, and we're going to continue to do that for the time being, and just use it to upgrade our settlements, I think. Let's see. Where is... All right. We can't quite reach that, but can he? He can. Now, he's not going to have enough movement range to sack this, so we're probably just going to have to occupy it. So we'll go ahead and attack. Let me make sure that this is... Yeah. And then this army can be brought in to reinforce. Just for experience. Rizzer LP asks, could you please explain how to best utilize your plagues? I don't know. The button's in the way. Let me see. I don't get how to spread them effectively. Well, I will do my best, even though I find the mechanic to be a little bit on the janky side. Let me go ahead and let's distribute those. What is this? Is this a... Yeah, we're just going to auto-resolve this. And we can't afford to sack it, so we might as well not take the damage to the settlement. Do we have control here? We need control here. So let's do growth. Okay, so this is a good example. Utilizing plagues, right? And spreading them. Spreading them, the best way to spread your plagues is to get your tech. There are options in here. Whenever you see a tech that gives you... Gosh, where do I have one? Help me out here. Where are they? There's one down here. There's got to be one. Yeah, okay. Chances plague spreading. Get these. These are basically free, right? You get them with other things. And then the other thing that helps you spread plagues is corruption. So you want this number to go up as high as you possibly can, because chance of plague spreading right now is 18%. And then if you look in here, this doesn't do anything for plagues, right? Yeah, it does not. But there are debuffs depending on some other corruptions sometimes. and I don't have a good example of it right now. But the other thing that you can do is there is as far as spreading your plagues, is you can increase the duration of the plague. So the more it's sitting there, greater chance it's going to spread, and then you also have a 20%. So if you stack all those things up, you're basically just playing the random number generator. I don't really care at this juncture if it's spreading across these areas. It's nice if it does, but right now I am infecting these actively because I want to spread. I want the growth to go up. I also want to make sure that there's extra control in this region because control is going to be a problem. And then what else can we do in this region? Usually, since I just talked about it, we'll go ahead and we'll put this on there because this can help all of my stuff. So now that one, even though there are other plagues active, as long as this one doesn't overwrite that one, then hopefully this plague will spread throughout this region. And that buff is for each individual settlement in the province. So if I put +6 control here and then put +6 control here, even though we're at -4 right now, it'll actually be +2 next turn. So it's advantageous to do that, particularly like in Immortal Empires when you're playing at the Dragon Isles. Just hit all of your settlements in the Dragon Isles with the same plague turn after turn after turn to make sure that they all have it, because it's not going to spread. If that's what you're using your to base getting your plagues to spread, they don't spread there. And I don't think that that's the way that it should be, and I made a video about this, but that's the way that it currently is. This guy, he is a death caster, so we need to go ahead and do this. And I don't actually know if what the benefit of being a what is this? A Herald of Nurgle. I don't know what the buff for a Herald of Nurgle being converted from a being converted to an Exalted Unclean One. So if somebody knows what that is, what the passive is for Exalted Demonhood for the demons, I know what it is for the Mortal to Demon Prince. I'm not sure about this one. So I know that it's worth it to start them as death casters to get a Nurgle Demon Prince, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth it to do the Nurgle Herald to Exalted Unclean One that way. I don't know if I'm properly articulating that or not, but do they spread by contact or throughout the province, and can they also spread across province borders? Yes, they can spread across province borders, and they can also spread by contact. When they said that Nurgle plays can go around the world and come back, technically, theoretically they could, but probably not. All right, so what were we doing here? This guy needs, you know what? He is our caster, so we should probably do some, at least his low-level spells for the time being.
Grandfather, such joy.
And there is no military presence there, so we can go ahead and... This is a little bit risky, but I think if we move this guy to here, then he'll be possibly able to attack that next turn and initiate the battle. And... we need technology. Let's see. We just finished this one last turn. Growth for settlements in frozen climates. That's probably the most applicable. I bet you I can find some frozen climate. That's Magical Forest. That's Wasteland. Wasteland. So that's going to be probably this stuff. yeah. So if we ever move across here, that'll be worth our while. Got some more stuff to build here, but did we do Kugath stuff this turn? Because I think I had a little bit of movement left over. No, we can't. Yeah, this one. This is usually a 50-50 shot on whether it's, okay, so it's not, we just got favorable winds. Campaign movement range, 25%. Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at that. We got the weird plate. That's a ward save of 14%. That's good. I bet you this guy could probably take advantage of the weird plate. Yeah. All right, cool. And then the next one is going to be this one. That's definitely going to be a battle. But we can force march and get kind of directly there, and then we should be able to reach it next turn. And building. We don't necessarily need to do anything there. Yeah, we should upgrade this. And we have 4,000. What do these buildings cost? 4,000, but we don't have the points. And Super Chat's name characters, by the way, for anybody who hasn't seen a stream here before. We'll just go ahead and upgrade this because we can. And it sits on the border, right? Not quite, but close enough. Plagues. I don't think we need to kick off any more plagues. We'll save the infections. And I guess we might as well do that. End turn. I didn't do diplomacy. Shucks.
You are but flesh.
I hope that we finish that here pretty soon. Let's see. Chat. Yeah, so the Immortal Empires start province being bugged for not working. I don't know that it's necessarily bugged, but the reason that it doesn't work, I think, is because it doesn't spread across water, which is not thematic whatsoever. So if you read, like, End Times lore, like, that's not... Like, literally, Lewin Leoncoeur and his guys are coming down the mountain pass, and they are being harried by Nurgle growth that has kind of spread across the waterways and everything. So the idea that the plagues don't spread across water doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's no lore support for that at all. So it shouldn't be that way. It should be able to spread across water. Now, and if you watch my video on how they can fix Nurgle, it is my opinion that you should be able to corrupt the sea. So, like, if you have, you know how you have corruption spread to adjacent provinces stuff, you should be able to build buildings along the sea that they're already regions. They should just be able to carry corruption. And then you could fix that. Like, there's probably a toggle back there. I mean, it's code, but there's probably something in the code that it's a base province that has certain movement rules, and one of the rules of that province that is the sea is that it doesn't carry corruption. They just need to turn it on. And I'm not a coder, so I don't know how hard that is or anything, but I'm just saying that the infrastructure already exists. So, can't possibly be that complicated. Okay, so we need to figure out what's going on with Scarbrand here, because he just ended his non-aggression pact with us for one reason or another. And I originally wanted him to be...
Yes.
Our vassal. And if he is going to be playing those games, then we're going to have problems. So it was the Blighted Grove. No. Cliff of Beasts. So my hope is that once we complete this building here, wherever it is, this, that we can sell that to him for substantial points and then get him to be our vassal. I don't know that that's going to happen at this point in time. But what we can do in the interim is try to get him to join our war, and that'll send him in the right direction at least. And we could probably offer him some money. Just to send that number back up because next turn we're trying to sell that to him. So if he's got at least a little bit more buff to him, then maybe he'll go for it. I would be willing to accept a defensive alliance with him. We do not want to have to backtrack and fight him. That's the whole reason that we sent Kugath down this way, is because we thought that we were going to be able to turn him into our vassal. So we got at least another couple turns until he has a problem. And we are 26 turns away from there being enough growth to pump it up to tier 3. So we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to sell it next turn, or he's going to declare war on us. This is going to be a battle, so we'll go ahead and do that. Although we probably should have dropped that plague on Kugath, but, you know, whatever. So the question in the chat is, can other Chaos factions also corrupt the seat in the lore? I don't believe so. I don't think that they can. So that's why I said that they should do that for Kugath and, well, excuse me, they should do that for Nurgle factions. And Nurgle factions only. Because they're the only one that I know of that has the ability to spread corruption across water. It's documented in the lore. I can see why, if only one of the 4 can do it, why they chose not to do it that way. But anyway. / corrupting the sea sounds like an adult variant of Little Mermaid cartoon. Corrupt the seas. I can't remember if they had an artillery piece or not. So, I don't want to withdraw these guys all the way, because I don't want to give them a terrain problem. But for the time being, we're going to move them back in case they have an artillery piece. I see an artillery piece. Okay, so that was a good call. Now, it is in range of Kugath, though, which was a mistake. Although Kugath can't see it because there's stuff in the way. Or no, he can. All right, cool. And before too much damage is done, we're going to drop a Blight Boil right there. Oh, that was a good one. And we'll do a Stream of Corruption. And make it 2 of them. Yeah. They're shooting at Kugath, which is basically wasting their ammunition. He can take so many artillery, so much artillery fire just to the face. It's amazing. They are hitting us with a Deathcaster, which is not ideal, because it will outpace our ability to heal with our passive heals from casting. But I don't really have anything that I can get to him right now to really do the damage that I need to. What I can do is send this guy around. And because usually these lords kind of hang back a little bit. And that exalted champion will absolutely make short work of that little dude. Let's see, which one? This one has their contagion ready. Let's put him right in the center of all those units. Can we get them all? Yeah. This one has plenty of time. I think we just let it sit, and I think that'll give us the time for a Blight Boil on that. And the Contagion is ready for this guy. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. If we can get this to re-engage before it disintegrates all the way, good enough. Shooting this across. We can go ahead and pull this army up. Ooh. Not what I wanted to do. That's good enough. Where is our exalted hero? Go ahead and send him in after that. Kugath is taking some damage. We need to pull him out of there to heal him, because while we're not really concerned about the damage, we do want to him to end in good shape, and we can't just allow them to disintegrate, or we can't just sit there at the end of the battle and heal, because they will disintegrate. So we're just going to move Kugath behind the whole army. And maybe even stop doing damage to the army for the time being. While he gets kind of situated behind the army. I said that like I was going to actually do it. Yep, so much for that. Alright. They place their Carronade in a terrible spot. They can't hit anything like that. Yeah, right. Exactly. That was pretty dumb. The AI has actually done some pretty good stuff lately, I have seen. However, I've also seen it do a lot of really dumb things. Do you feel like the adjacent province corruption buildings are effective? Whenever I tried to stack those, it doesn't feel like it's doing much, if anything at all. It is an added benefit to areas. It's not supposed to be like put it there and then a couple turns later you've got a corruption. It's an over the time thing. So keep that in mind. It's not there to. It's more of a maintenance of corruption thing. It's to negate effects and slowly leach corruption. It's not to convert adjacent provinces like right meow. Poor Nurglings once again sitting on the team bench. Yeah, that happens a lot after you get a couple plague riddens. Before I close the stream today, I should show you my Immortal Empires campaign and what I have as Kugath's army in that. It's like all heroes with a couple Nurglings. I think it's effective for the vampires, but only if the enemy doesn't have cleaning buildings. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, so that's not really that many. Whatever. I'm somewhat displeased with the amount of stuff we got for that. Our next encounter is there, and I don't think that we're going to reach it. Yeah, we didn't reach it. Not quite. That's okay. We are replenishing, though, because now we are in Nakari's sea, and he is our vassal, so we benefit from that. So upkeep reduction, because while our army is not like, it's got a bunch of Nurglings in it, we will get fairly expensive. What is this guy? Yeah, our plague ridden. He's got all of his stuff, control. Let's go hard to hit. And then this guy, we'll go ahead and increase his health. And this one, it has not gotten all of its control. So we'll do that. Let's see, did we do this right? We did not. So we still can't reach that. But we might be able to ambush trap it. So we want to stay in our territory so that we can continue to replenish. And then we are going to... We are replenishing still, right? Yeah. And then we're going to set this guy here. He does not need to be in our territory. And then we're actually going to raise yet another lord. One that we've already raised. And we're going to use this unholy manifestation on him. And what that's going to do is drastically increase our casualty replenishment rate. Okay, cool. And then next turn we should be able to do that. Now, is this the end of that turn? No, next turn. Okay. Just in case, we should probably start working on this province. Just in case Scarbrand decides that it's time to attack us. So, the one on his border is the Folly of Malefics. Yeah, we'll do that. And, yeah, boys and girls, that's all the building that we can do. Everything is up. All right, that's good. Let's look at plagues. Maybe we can do some stuff with plagues. So does this have a plague rolling? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Let's look at that one province that was having control problems. It was this one, right? Because we're conquering it. What we don't want to do is capture this and then have to run all the way down here to stop a revolt. So we can add growth and control, and we might as well add yeah, we might as well now. We need control. Growth control and money, I guess. All right, cool. Now our control is headed the opposite direction. That's cool. Diplomacy.
Slaughter the sheep. Bring
Supreme. Speak.
Scarbrand, how you doing? Oh yeah, we did this turn with him. All right. Tuck, thanks for tuning in. It's good to have you here. I understand that this is, I'm an American, and that this is a international game, and therefore not everybody can watch when I have time to play. And my schedule is really jacked up because I'm a content creator / business owner, and my schedule for streaming is whenever I can't do the rest of my work. So today, I was trapped here for part of the day because I had to get a delivery, and I'm a federal firearms licensee, so I have to be here to physically receive those in the mail. And then on top of that, it was sleeting sideways, like super heavy winds for this time of year, and sleet. So it was really, really sucked. So I was quite happy to do indoor work today, even though that indoor work required paying the government a whole bunch of extra taxes, which was less than fun. Speaking of taxes, these just came in from Mission First Tactical. I believe they ship all over the world for those of you who are not here in the States. But they offer a whole bunch of them that are painted up like various things. And there's a discount code. If you enter the code VSO, Victor Sierra Oscar, then you get 20% off. All right, so we kind of knew that this was going to happen. And I'm actually willing to... pay this right now. Oh, you know what? I meant to pay that. You guys saw that, right? You guys saw that I meant to... you know what? There's nothing I can do about that. I can't reload. Although, you know what I can do? I can reload now. Okay. You guys saw that I intended to pay that. So we're just going to reload it, and I'm going to pay it. Because I would accept a minus 3,000. I would accept a minus 3,000 to my treasury to hold war off with a faction that I don't really care to go over and deal with right now. So, same thing, but I'm going to push the correct button this time. Yeah, I mean, we have to. It says we quarter for that Warpstone Attic Dragon. Yeah, we're gonna help him out. You know, he's down on his luck. We'll help him out a little bit. Don't get me wrong. It is a foregone conclusion that we're going to be at war with them because the Chaos faction, Kairos, right up against them is our vassal. So they are going to attack us. And it wouldn't surprise me if we go through this cycle a couple times with them. Oh, are they not going to do it this time? So they didn't do it this time. They'll probably do it next turn. So that's one of the weird things about the RNG as it relates. Like, it's not a 1-to-1. For some reason, it didn't kick that offer. Which is weird. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but for whatever reason, he didn't threaten us. Right, so even though it's actually improving. But just know that I intended to not go to war with them. All right, so we can now consolidate this province.
To my manipulations.
And I would say that we would sack it, but we're right on the line of of causing war. If we sack it, then we will have to go down here and put down a rebellion. And I don't really want to do that. I mean, I guess we could. Oh, you know what? We have to go down here and deal with this. Yeah, so we really can't go over there and do that. So, we're going to attack with this one. And just reinforce with our main army. And then that will allow us to,
My pleasure.
a little bit closer.
We march for now.
Yeah. All right, cool. Auto-resolve that. Which that was completely unrealistic auto-resolve. But we'll go ahead and occupy that. And now we're in pretty good shape, actually. Excellent. So let's go ahead and we'll build some more control and some... Actually, this is going to be a military province. So we'll go ahead and mark it with our military region. So we'll go ahead and mark it with this and this. Because we're in pretty good shape. So we had a question earlier about plague spread too. This, an additional 50% in the province. So there are ways to really boost up that plague spread chance. Spirit Leech. And we don't really care if he follows along or not. In fact, I would say that we should probably just go ahead and strip him of... Oh, that's a potion of toughness. There's no reason that he needs to follow us over to here for the time being. Like, that's multiple turns to get to here that will be paying upkeep. So it's not really worth it to do that. So we can disband this lord. And then we can just use this guy for our subsequent... Because he has to stay there to continue to replenish this army. But we can pick him up next turn. Alright, cool. Lord not moved. What do we got going on? Oh yeah, this one. This could be a battle. Is not. Our next encounter is going to be this one.
Maximum velocity. Over water.
Good deal. And here, we'll go ahead and put... We've got this. So, and we have the money to put two basic military buildings there, if we want. Let's see if there's anything else that's more advantageous for us. No, I don't really see it. So we might as well put the two military buildings there. Yeah. And then we'll put our other advanced military building in there. When we go to the next level. And then plagues. Let's look at plagues here. So we don't... Oh, you know what? We need to do Scarbrand. Let's see what happens. Cliff of Beasts. He will become our vassal. Problem solved. We are now unstoppable. Ain't nobody declaring war on us now. Also in the EU and gonna be off sleep now. Thanks for the stream, and have a great rest of your day. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I recognize that this is a weird time for the rest of the world, and that the world does not revolve around my schedule, so it's quite okay. I appreciate you guys being here. I wish that I could stream more, but, you know, I had a couple extra hours tonight because I finished my work early. And normally I would head home, but my fiance is she works late tonight, so she will get off at like 8:30 tonight. So it's no reason for me to rush home. All right, plagues. We said we wanted to do plagues. We don't need any more plagues here. This one could probably use some growth, but it's already on surplus this turn, so let's see if there's another one that could use some growth. Probably this one. This has got a plague that's already going through it, though. And, well, it's not the plague that we want. It's got money and infections in it. So we'll just leave it go. And is it... Yeah, it's doing the super spreader. What about this province? This is the one that we were just looking at. This one has some plagues currently going through it, and it's fine. What plague is it? It's got money and infections in it too, so we don't want to do that one. And this one, same thing, money and infections. So we're just going to leave it alone. So we'll save our infections. Do we have any more diplomacy that we can do? I did see that Valkia was eliminated. I'm going to assume that Valkia's elimination is due to Katerin. Yeah, it looks like. Okay. And that is why we built. That's why we're moving over this direction, is I expect that we're going to have problems in this region soon, and I would like them to not be with Chaos Dwarves. So we need to find something over here to beat up and sell to the Chaos Dwarves, and I don't mind beating up on these Norskins whatsoever if that's where we end up going. Oh. Today was deadlift day, and oof, I overdid it this morning. Way overdid it. It is by far my weakest exercise. I super suck at it. Even though I went to a course some years ago, I thought that was done, like lifting on my legs. And then I went to a course that taught proper squat and deadlift technique along with overhead press and bench press. And I thought I knew what I was doing. I was pretty good. I was about 90% of the proper technique on bench press and overhead press. But then when it came to squat and deadlift, I was completely off. So I take that back. Looks like they will declare war on us. Oh well. That's okay. Hey, from Saudi Arabia, that's cool. 3 a.m. in Saudi Arabia. What are you doing awake, sir? I think it's really cool. I'm a content creator here on YouTube, and I have been for over a decade. And this is kind of like my side play thing, right? If I'm going to spend this much time doing something, then I should find some way to recoup some of the investment. I should turn it into work to some degree. But the content creation that I do or have been doing on YouTube for that time is very America-centric. It's very, very much... there's a few regions around the world that are into firearms and things like that, but it's very much an American thing. And most of my audience, like 90% of the audience is American. It's cool for me to find something like this that is a worldwide phenomenon, right? Like, where people tune in from all over the world. I'm used to doing the American schedule. Oh, we got more movement range for Kugath. Yeah, look at all those plagues. Vassal tribute, background income, building income, whatever foreign slot income is. So I bet you if we subtracted those numbers, I bet you it doesn't include the extra that we got from spreading those plagues. I bet you that's just an uncategorized or an unaccounted for number that's just added in at the end of the calculation. Kind of like Eltharion when you do his execution thing. Or not execution thing, oh, it's been so long. I don't know what it's called anymore. The thing where you release them and they give you a portion of their income. Yeah, so we're in our own territory now, so we're just going to go ahead and auto-resolve that. And we got fewer infections than we probably would have, but it's okay. We were really there for the money anyway. Even though we didn't get any extra money. You know, whatever. Next encounter is going to be this one, and that's probably going to be a battle because it says shipwreck. This says shared. Yeah, shared. Okay. But we can probably get to... Yeah, we can get right there. And still replenish. Kugath is going to go for the upkeep reduction again. And this guy, we might as well continue... what are we doing here? Let's do Deadly Blade. We might as well increase his... he is our duelist, after all. Board not moved. Let's see. This guy... we're going for this settlement here, and then we need to quickly do something over here to make the Chaos Dwarves happy. I think that it's probably going to be beat up on those Norskins because I don't really feel like getting into a protracted conflict with these ogres, and then we should probably start doing something about Meow Meow up there. So we'll go ahead and force march here. Although, is there a better way to get there? Is there a bridge? I don't think that there is. I think we're just going to have to suck it up. Yeah. Just going to have to suck it up. All right. Doctrine is it called that? I don't know what that refers to. Sorry, I forget what I said. Let's see. Oh, tier 5. Yeah, we'll spend on that. And we'll upgrade that too, I guess. This, we'll do this.
Slaughter.
Doctor.
Dominate.
Yeah, Meow Meow is angry because I forgot send lunch money for her brother. Yeah, it's probably what it was. She really hates us too. She is strength rank 1 though, so that's why she declared war on us, because she's the faction potential has definitely worked in her favor. But that's okay. I'm fine with going up there and pounding her in. It'll give us a good opportunity because she has pretty wealthy provinces, and Kugath is a sack faction. So even though a lot of her territory is not like a lot of this territory is not like suitable for us, if we can just rip through here and sack a bunch of it, that works for us. It's lots of money. We have all the territory that we really need. We have all the technology that we are. Sorry, I was reading the chat. We have all the territory that we need to finish this campaign. Will we take more? Yes, but we have all the stuff that we need to be able to build and healthily field essentially 2 armies, or 3 total armies. And we just don't have a 3rd army right now because we don't need it. But especially after we build all these provinces out, we'll have more than enough money for probably 4 armies total. Okay, plagues. I don't think we need plagues. But you know, yeah, we even have a plague going here. Yeah, so the question in the chat from earlier today, how do you get your plagues to spread? Whatever I'm doing here is the answer to get your plagues to spread. Yeah, so I don't think we really need to do anything else with the plagues right now. When we get closer, we might drop one on our army, but who? Why? Why would you do that so dumb? So we can probably... Alright, so what is she doing? Looks like she's headed south here. Yeah, she's going up against Kairos is what she's doing. So she's gonna push back a bunch of this territory here. And that's whatever. It'll reduce our vassal tribute, but it's not really that big of a deal. We've heavily insulated ourselves from all those guys, so it's, you know, whatever war's going on over there probably isn't going to impact us all that much. We are going to go over there and start beating on some things because there's a lot of money being made over there, but it's not an imminent threat that we need to really deal with. I want to know where that Khorne faction is that declared war on Skarbrand. And it didn't show us, so... It's not showing up here either. Yeah. So, I don't know what that's all about. Are we still at war? Yeah, so they must have destroyed it. It must have been a rebel. They ended up getting destroyed by Skarbrand. Where was our next one? Is there a next one? Oh yeah, right there. This will be a battle.
Grandfather loves us all.
We'll take the infections. Okay, so now we're back in our territory, and Kugath is going to... Yeah. Kugath is going to go... He's going to make landfall, unless there's another encounter at sea. Because I've seen him all the way up in here before. I don't see any more encounters. So what's going to happen now is he's going to make landfall here. And we're going to go right up into here and blow this up and sell it to the Chaos Dwarfs to make friends with them and hopefully get a defensive alliance with them. Who is this? Is this Katerin? No. All right, cool. Even if they come out and get us in force march, they won't beat us. All right. More upkeep reduction. And then these guys will just continue to do this stuff. This one, more health. And then we'll go down that other line.
The rotting poxmaker.
This one, we'll go ahead and put control in. Or wait a minute, does this border anything? It borders Scarbrand's lands.
The home of chaos.
Right? Let's see. Folly of Malefax. Death Axe Monolith. Yeah. So, actually here we should probably put this just to stave off any corruption effects from him. And then this is also going to give us extra corruption. So actually, now that I think about that, because this is here, we don't need that. Because this is going to do extra corruption, and then it'll do adjacent corruption for part of the time. It's not really... that's not really worth it. So we'll do control here instead. We'll just go ahead and upgrade these. Actually, we'll do this one. Because that'll allow us to build that other building there. And we're kind of up on our builds again. Oh, I see what you're saying. The action for Altharian, yeah, indoctrinate. You're right. That's what it was. Yeah, you're right. Any diplomacy that we have going on here.
Bring death.
How is our health with the Chaos Dwarves? Yeah, they don't dislike us, so this will be relatively easy, I think.
True savages.
Yeah. It'll be relatively easy to handle that. And then these armies need to move wherever they are. Let's see here. Yeah. Hamstrung our movement because we crossed the river. We do need to be careful.
I do not think so.
When can they use teleport stance? It's been a while since I played Siege. I can't remember when they can use teleport stance. So I guess, I mean, this guy's level 2. It doesn't really matter. All right. Moving on. And we're going to have those Chaos Rifts spawn here pretty soon. Oh, I suppose you're right. I guess it could have been the Khorne battle manifestation ability, now that you mention it. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what it was. That would make a lot of sense. Because it, like, instantaneously disappeared. And we should probably also, now that we have money surplus, we should probably start working on outposts. So if we have extra money after doing our build phase, we'll start looking at putting in well-situated outposts so that we can recruit some other units and also use allied armies for things. And maybe even steal some heroes. No. There will be no peace. I have a feeling we're going to have a problem with those ogres, too.
The tome flickers to life. Fates will...
Alright, so the rifts will be here soon, probably within the next 5 turns. But all of our provinces are insulated against that, so we should be good. And this will work out for us because we want to go over here, where rifts should be able to spawn. So we're just going to continue... We're going to force march over this way and smack these Norskins around a little bit.
The Fly Master.
I only serve.
I think to teleport stance, you have to be up here. But I don't know that for sure. But they might fall for a traditional ambush trap. Who knows? So let's do this and see if they'll go for it. And if they ambush us, or if they teleport stance ambush us, then they'll just probably hit this guy probably, and it won't be that big of a deal. So yeah, that was movement phase. Let's look at buildings. What do we got? Yeah, let's increase this. We have research, so that's probably the only thing that we needed to do as far as building was concerned. Bonus versus infantry +8 when fighting against Norska. Not really that useful. Recruitment cost -10% for plague bearers. That's good. We don't really need the casualty replenishment rate because we have heroes that can do that for us. So we'll do this. Although 3 turns, whatever. We'll leave it at this. Plagues. Probably don't need to do plagues. Let's see. What are our dudes over here got? These guys have no plagues. So we'll go ahead and give them a plague. And we'll give them this one, and we'll tag it with this. And we're going up against Tzeentch, so just in case it will spread to them, we'll do this. And if we infect him, and then trade some units around, then we get them both. Okay.
I cannot rest.
Diplomacy.
Your will?
No need. All right, so we got a bunch of extra cash here. Let's... yep. Accept that mission. Although... Where is Nakar? It's actually a pretty nice army. Is there anything that can be done with this army in 10 turns? Not really. I mean, I guess we could go fight all these Norskins, but that's not really... I'd rather Katerin fight those guys and just leave them alone. Same thing with all these. Like, these aren't really... That one... It might be worth it to do that, because we're going to max out our allegiance points after we fight that battle. It might be worth it to take that army. Yeah. Because it's free. Yeah. And we'll go do that encounter at sea. And it should be more than enough to get that done. And then we need to build some more outposts. So outpost for these guys. Oh, we don't even have an outpost built for them. So yeah, we're going to put that at the Palace of Ruin. That's a good spot. The Oracles of Tzeentch. We should put them as far away from Meow as possible. So that looks like the City of Splinters. Yeah, okay. So we'll do Oracles of Tzeentch outpost, the City of Splinters. And then we should go look at Skarbrand and see where we want to put an outpost for him. So I think he's probably going to be in Furnace. Yeah. Good deal. So that's all of our outposts situated. Let's move on. So how this is probably going to break down is we'll probably get to that little section of Norska over there and start smashing them around so that we can sell their territory to the Chaos Dwarves. And then the rifts will probably spawn and we'll have to go in. We're going to go into We're going to go into the Realm of Slaanesh next. And the reason we're going to go into the Realm of Slaanesh is because they have the ability to, what is it? It's not entice. It's, seduce. They have the ability to seduce our units. And if they're going to seduce our units, they might as well do the seduction while we have an army that's loaded with Nurglings, right? Because if they steal a plague bearer here or there or some Nurglings, then that's cool. You know, whatever. They're replaceable. After that, after we go through that region, we're going to want an army that is built for mass damage. And that's when we can start putting in like some mortal units or, you know, so we can upgrade Kugath's army considerably after we go through a region that they can just steal units from us for no impact to them whatsoever. So that's how we're gonna operate that. I did it the last time I played this campaign. I did it the other way around. I was like, man, I don't want to go in here with a bunch of chosen and get half my chosen stolen. See what I mean? Whereas like the plague bearers and Nurglings are wholly replaceable at this stage of the campaign. So it doesn't hurt us whatsoever if they steal them, even though our units are pretty experienced in that army at this point. Okay, so they detected our ambush. Oh, nice. Oh, not nice. That's bad. Oh, we got a chromatic tome. That's cool. All right. So, if you didn't catch what happened there, this guy got spawnified, which is hilarious. So now we're in a Nurgle army with a bunch of Tzeentch units. What is this guy doing? He's at war with these factions. Okay. He'll probably end up liking us after this. Let's see if we can get... we're working on the Chaos Dwarves right now. Let's see if we can get the Chaos Dwarves to join war against this Tzeentch faction really quick. Oh yeah, we can. We have the extra money, might as well. And that'll get us some rapport with them. They're not going to do it. So this one is going to start the attack, and then this one we can just reinforce with. And we should be able to, yeah, auto-resolve it. Look at that. This is full of blue horrors and trash. Now this one, we do get to sack. Because we're going to sell this territory back to Kairos here shortly. And so he can sack it, and then he might as well occupy the territory too. And now we've eliminated... For the time being, we'll go ahead and do this. And what will Kairos give us for this? I don't think we really need much from him, because he's already our vassal. He's willing to give us basically... Yeah, we don't need to build this up. There's no reason to build it. So I guess we'll just move this guy out. And then we're gonna enter into Norska, I guess. Over here. Let's see. This guy... Oh yeah, we were going down this because we want him to have his spells. That's right. We could probably disband that lord, even, and transfer those spawn in here, and just kind of like eliminate some of the Nurglings. And it would, but we don't really need to. We're not strapped for cash. If we were hard up for cash, then we can do that, but we don't really need to. Kugath is going to do some more moving, and this guy, let's continue to get these. All right, cool. Ooh. Yeah, war. Yeah. We're going to end up trespassing on that ground. Because they're going to take that settlement. Although, no, we're in Tzeentch's territory still. Which sucks, because that's the province that we actually need. Or that's the settlement that we actually need. Who knows? Maybe the Chaos Dwarves will go to war with them. Diplomacy... None. And let's do plagues. Or building. This one, let's see. We don't really need control. What is this next to? This is next to Slaanesh. Yeah, but it's got this building in it, so we don't really need that. Yeah, I guess we'll just put this military building there, because they don't use very many of these. So, yeah. That's fine. We don't need to build anything there. We can go ahead and upgrade this province, wherever. This one. Okay, so this was... We want the other military building here. And since we have the spreader building, or since we have this cycle building, we might as well build this one, even though it doesn't really help us that much, because it just offers trash units. Alright, cool. That's all of our building.
Storm Dragon.
I don't think we need any more plagues, but let's do a real quick recap of plague situation. We could probably start a plague here. And this province needs growth. Some more growth. Doesn't need control. So we'll go ahead and just give it some growth, and we'll do money and infections. And it doesn't need control. We'll get it to spread faster. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, we don't need to put anything there. We're going to sell it as soon as we can move this guy out of there. You know what? I forgot to do that, but we already have it set to move, so that's fine. And then next turn, we need to do that probably first. I want to see what the ice course does. Yeah, they did exactly what we didn't want them to do. We want to stay away from war with them as long as we can, because they can invade us across the entire frontage there. If they do declare war on us, then we'll just send all of our people, all of our vassals over to do the dirty work for us. But I'm hoping that they will kind of stay clear of going to war with us. We'll see what happens. I'd like to not fight a war against Kislev and Cathay at the same time. At the same time, if we have a good opportunity to rift hop into the Empire and set up a good place for plagues to spread out of, then we very well may do that. Alright, so this one, it's going to be a battle. And how bad is it is the question. It says Pyrrhic victory. So we'll go ahead and fight it manually. Even though it doesn't really matter because it's not really our army. We might want to use it again. If there's another encounter at sea or something like that. But there should be more than enough to kill this army. And it really depends on... Wonder what level that guy is. Probably not very high level. Alright, so let's hide... We could take a long time to do this if we wanted to, but I don't think we will. I think we'll just kind of fight him straight up. He is on foot, so he's basically low level. And let's see what they're going to do. I don't think they... Yeah, oh crap, they have artillery. Yeah, we got to move in on them. This one is level 4, and so is this one. Okay, cool. We're going to try to hit the artillery piece. And whatever they hit is going to take some damage. Slaanesh has no armor, which is coincidentally one of my favorite factions to play. We're going to wait to see if we can get a see if we can get enough magic to do a real cast. We definitely don't want those to fight that. Ooh. Well, so much for that chariot. You can tell that I've been playing Nurgle too long. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, we've kind of got that tied up. That's good. And then we'll just pincer these. Okay, so they lost. That's great.
My pleasure.
Exalted demonets of Slaanesh, bend to
I didn't see where the artillery went. It must be mixed in with something.
Dark debauchery.
I don't think we're going to get another cast of this. So we might as well just use it on whatever. We don't want them to fight halberds, so we'll send those to fight this, although there's some halberds right there. Alright, so that's toast. This can run down here and help out there, and then those can swap places. Alright, that should pretty much finish it up. Everybody's in position, I guess, except for this. We should pull those guys out so they don't... Although they're probably going to disintegrate because they didn't catch them soon enough. Maybe they're fast enough? Nope, didn't make it. Oh well. Good thing it's borrowed an army. You can see the concern on my face, I'm sure. Not the greatest performance, but it also didn't matter at all. Which is the best part about borrowing armies. And we had to borrow an army because we were going to exceed our points anyway. Infections, yes. We'll take almost 200 infections. Now, let's see if there's another encounter that we can get to in 8 turns. There is.
The perfect prince prevails.
A plague, father.
I wonder if Katerin will just
My power is absolute.
give us the settlement.
Dedicated all to your destruction.
The answer is no. She will not. I don't want to trespass on her. Although, you know...
Oyar's right.
She already hates our guts.
Born to rule.
Right? It's not like a little bit of extra angst is going to suddenly tip the scales, and suddenly she's going to hate our guts now, and it's going to start deteriorating our relationship. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can just go ahead and trespass and it'll be okay.
Father Nurgle.
And I can't tell if... Okay, so that's Grimgor's land. We might be able to work something with these guys. We'll see. And then we're going to sell this to Kairos. But first, before... Oh, no, it's already got a plague. Okay, what plague does it have? We don't want it to have that plague. So before we do that, we're going to spread this plague because we're working on these symptoms for this. Or no, this one. Spread that. So this one, and then we're going to spread money and infections. And now that's got that for 6 turns, and then we'll go ahead and sell that to Kairos.
Work with us, and your destinies will be...
Does Kairos border the Chaos Dwarves anywhere else? It doesn't look like it. All right.
Your path to us was clear, because we made it so.
Yeah, we're going to get our full... Get the full 3,000. Cool.
Decay lifts my spirits.
Buildings. We'll go ahead and build that one. We have 22k to work with. And we are situated, basically.
Wondrous day.
Let's do attrition, because we're still working on this. We'll summon it as a cultist, which doesn't have the movement range that I wanted, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Diplomacy, none. I'm a demon faction. I bet Slaanesh units are just as excited that someone else is in driving horse harness. Had to move my drink cup around the microphone here. We want to watch Katerin, see what she's doing. Okay, so we definitely... Oh, don't you dare. Okay, cool. Couldn't reach it. But I think what we can do... I think they might reinforce us. And if that's the case, then we can use them. We can abuse the heck out of them, too. Get them to leave the region. Norska's actually doing pretty good. Normally I see them get kind of wiped out. All right. Are they within... Oh, they're not going to be within reinforcement range.
It aids my experiments.
We'll give it a shot and see what happens. So first, before we join the war, we're going to move this guy to here.
Shall I
And then we're going to tell who else is at war?
Bloodthirsty.
We're going to tell these guys that we're going to join their war. Because if we tell them, then they're more likely to... Yeah, see, they didn't help at all. We're going to end up fighting them anyway. Whatever. And this region isn't really worth anything to us because these are not buildable settlements. These are like just 4 minor settlements. They don't have a capital.
Fathers.
They did not reinforce us. This guy can come in and reinforce. He will not be able to... Well, you know what he might be able to do? We might be able to swap him out for the other... We'll do that, and then we'll send Kugath.
The rotting pox maker.
Maybe over there.
My bruised bubble.
Yeah,
Move.
we'll do it that way. And then there should be a rift that spawns somewhere in here somewhere. So what we're going to do is go ahead and auto-resolve that. And then we're going to sack it. And then this guy, we're going to swap him out for... might as well be this guy. And occupy the settlement. Now let's see if we can sell that to the Chaos Dwarves. We cannot. So, that's unfortunate. Shucks.
Nurgle's beloved. On we go.
So,
You know nothing.
we got to find some way. This might count. We'll see what happens, but it's not exactly what we wanted to happen. We got there like a turn too late. All right. Now we can go back to the rest of the stuff for this guy. Upgrades to buildings, sure. Sure. Okay. Let's build this. I mean, we might end up keeping that province. I don't know.
Haven't we done?
Outpost upgrade. Yes, please. Don't need to do anything with that. Let's look at those plagues. Probably don't need... Let's go, because we had some long-lasting plagues kind of over this direction that were... All right, cool. So this one, we'll go ahead and put the growth one in, and I don't think we need control. Yeah, we don't need control, but we can do growth and these. Ooh. No. Because I would say yes, but he's at war with 2 of the 3 Chaos Dwarf factions. I will fight Grimgore every single day of the week over the Chaos Dwarves with Nurgle. Like, it's just, we do not have what... Oh, crap. You know what? It's okay. Not not eminently important. It was a Bard army anyway. We don't pay upkeep on it. It's not a big deal. Scarbrand's now looking for something to do. Ice Court is going to go up north. Okay. That's probably going to end up with them at war with the Chaos Dwarfs, which is fine. All right, rifts are here.
Slaneshi Herald.
Is there another encounter at sea?
I shiver
There is.
in the shore winds. First, the pleasures of night.
There's one there too, but it probably won't have enough. Probably won't have enough. All right, we can reach. No, we can't. Tell me that the AI. Wait a minute, that's not Caterin.
Excellent.
Okay, so we can't reach anything. Damn it. I'm concerned that they will close that rift.
My specimens. The fetid
So where's the...
master.
Okay, so what we'll do is... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move to right here. And if they close this rift, then we'll head up to this one.
Prepared.
If they don't close that rift, we're going to hop in it. And then this army over here is going to go after this over here.
We march for Nurgle. March, march.
Let's see. The Chaos Dwarfs changed their mind, maybe? Okay. More technologies. Let's do upkeep for the plague bearers.
Nurgle's excellent cause would benefit.
Okay, over here. It looks like we could use a plague maybe here. And this is probably best to be a growth plague. And we'll do our same thing. We don't really need to do anything with that, although... Yeah, we'll just leave it blank for the time being. No, we have the money. We might as well. We'll just, for now, we'll just do this to build some extra growth points. Okay, so the only reason that we wouldn't go into the Slanesh realm is if Scarbrand went into the Slanesh realm. because he will beat us. Not only will he be at least a turn ahead, but he has extra movement. So if he went into Slaaneish's realm, then we can't go into Slaaneish's realm, because he'll win. And we do Tzeentch last. I hate that realm so much. And we can absolutely make do in Khorne's realm with the army that we have.
I will boil you.
Great. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, cool. Looks like we got away with that. And we'll be able to hit that rift. But what we should have done, we should have raised a plague-ridden. Yeah, we should have raised a plague-ridden. Oh, shit. So that screws our plans. But that's okay. We'll just go to, instead of going where we originally planned, we'll just go to the Blood God's domain. You know what? That was a mistake. I meant to portal somewhere else.
The Blood God's domain.
First, but
upon its blood-strewn
it shouldn't
ground,
close.
armies of demons clash in gladiatorial contests of unending slaughter.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We should have portaled somewhere else first, but we can make do. So we'll probably get attacked by this over the end turn. And maybe that even. So probably get attacked twice. This one, is this worth? Armor piercing weapon damage 250, unbreakable. And I can't see what that other thing is. It might be worth it to go after that, since we're here uncontested. I think what we'll do is leave this rift open. We'll just not close it. But what we need to do is we need to raise something here to close this other rift. We have the money to do it, so let's see, do we have any good... What does this army need? It needs everything. So let's go ahead and we'll give them... Plague-ridden. We'll give them 2 plague-riddens. Click the wrong button. 2 plague-riddens of Nurgle. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. Because I can recruit plague-riddens from here. Yeah, but that's okay. Not a big deal. And then this one, campaign movement range, for him. So we're gonna, I like to rename, when I'm gonna use this guy on the campaign map, I usually rename him, and he's gonna go up there and close that rift. And then the one that's actually, and he'll be a scout afterwards, and then the one that's actually going to stay in the army is going to be this one. And then we should give them 2 exalted heroes too. So we'll pick the this one and this one. Cool. So all of those characters are going to go live in that other army, except for that one. That one cultist that's going to go up that way. And then we have something over here that looks like it will need closed. So we've got enough to get there. So we'll just go ahead and raise... this guy is hot garbage. We don't need... We would prefer to have a different trait. So we'll use him to go up there and close this rift. Can he really not reach? That's wonderful. Okay. We'll maybe set an ambush trap. 70% to there. And then put this guy in there, kind of right like that. Maybe that'll work. And then we have an encounter at sea.
The moaning tide.
Can we reach another one? We have 5 turns. Yeah, we can totally reach that. Go ahead and bring that up. Okay. Plagues. Do we need any more plagues? I did that last turn. I did that last turn. It hasn't spread yet. This looks like it's well situated with plagues. These guys don't have a plague. So we'll hit them with, although... Yes. I will take that. Thank you very much.
What you want? Bring death.
Okay. Moving right along. And let's see what happens in the... I guarantee you we get attacked at least once in the Blood God's realm, which is what we want. We want them to attack us because... what I should have done is I should have actually teleported because I had the movement in camp stance. Because then I could be replenishing even after I get attacked. But, yeah, I didn't do that. I should have done a lot of things with that whole movement scheme, but I didn't. But we want them to attack us because that means we don't have to move to go get them. So at least this one... Oh, no, they're going to attack Greasus. Shucks. That's not what we wanted. We had a... That's okay. We will take that. So, how is Greasus doing, by the way?
Must faced.
He has 7 settlements. He sits... He's never going to like us because he's got a defensive alliance with the northern provinces. Yeah. So there are no ramifications whatsoever for... None whatsoever for attacking Greasus.
Prepared. I've decided.
Let's look at the other armies that are situated here. This is a Beastman army. This looks like Lizardmen. So we want this symptom, right? We know we want that symptom. Let's go with this plague, because we don't have any plagues that just outright buff our army. So let's pick this one. We want this symptom, and then more than most likely, the thing that's going to help us the most is probably going to be this base weapon strength. If we had this, then we would take it, because that's useful. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's check these really quick just to make sure. Income from sacking, chance of plague spreading, and this is physical resistance. And it gives us limb blight and plague rot. So which one is limb blight? Limb blight is this. Speed for infantry units. Actually, we're going to switch to this, because this gives us physical resistance instead. Yeah. And who doesn't like Greasus?
Tribe Lord.
Nobody that we care about, basically. So we can't just join war against Greasus for money. So instead, we're just going to declare war on him. All right. We're going to go make a mess of him real quick. And I don't know. I've never actually done this before. I don't know if this counts towards our points in the Blood God's realm. I think that it should. If it doesn't, then it's wrong. We're going to find out here shortly. Let me check on my other video real quick. See how it's doing. It's doing well. Let me look at my screen really quick. Did I shrink? No. I feel like I'm sitting up. Here, I need to... There we go. Yeah, that feels much more comfortable. I feel like my mouse arm is like reaching up, and it's like my shoulders feels irritated. All right, so what do we have here? We've got an army of Noblars. So this is the one with the Carnosaurs and stuff like that in it, which is fine. And because we are Nurgle, I don't think that it's in our best interest to... rush over the hill here. So I think what we're going to do is actually kind of retreat. No, we don't want that in our way. I think we'll retreat to this space right here, actually. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And since they have those Carnosaurs, at least I'm pretty sure that that's what this army is, we're going to put Kugath in the And we'll move Kugath. We'll leave him kind of in front, and we'll send these guys to go scout as well as do the damage. Or no, wait a minute. I forgot about this. We're not fighting. My gosh, super brain fart. We're fighting Greasus. I don't know why I thought we were doing something else. I think we can just do some really good damage against the Noblars over here for the time being. And we just want to aggro them so they come... Yeah, I totally missed with both those casts. I bet if we do this, I bet all those Noblars come fight us. And then we can just Blight Boil them. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Yeah, we just completely wrecked that for the cost of a summon unit that still wasn't killed by all of it. Or a fire. Okay. Nice. Okay, so why are these delaminated? It's not what we wanted. We wanted them kind of like that.
Disease is a boon.
We don't have any magic that's really good against, like, the ogre units themselves. So, we need to create a blob and, like, just kind of hope that we can do some good work. Maybe. But, what are we going to get out of this? That actually might be pretty good against the ogres. Let's try a Blight Boil right here. Let's see if that helps against ogres. Yeah, they're running from it. Magma Storm. How about right there? It didn't really appear to do too much to the ogres. That looks like it's doing good work against ogres. Maybe, well... maybe not exceptional. It's just they're so big. Yeah, that dude's wrecking ogres. Ore of metal. We're just gonna keep casting this because it's cheap and it heals our entities. If we could find a way to take that out, that'd be great. We need somebody who's a big damage dealer. So let's send our Exalted Champion against that. The Plague Riddens are good choices too. but they're kind of in the middle of doing other stuff. We can roll up this. Oop. We'll roll up this flank with the Exalted Plague Bearers. We should probably pull this one out because it's kind of right there. This is good against 25 or more. So let's just go ahead and use it on an ogre unit. We can use this to do it as well. All right. I think that is... I think we're getting kind of close to the army losses. Golden Globe. That spell might actually do some good stuff against these ogres. We really need that Exalted Hero to go down there. Yeah, I mean, it did okay against the ogres. He really needs to go fight that. And I guess we can send this Plague-Ridden down there, too. It's not like it's going to hurt. Greasus is getting chunked down a little bit. Looks like he's in pretty bad shape. Why are you not following orders? Yeah, we need to pull that out. My phone, not yours. Sorry.
Worshipper of disease!
Unspeakable toxins.
Yeah, my army is really not situated to fight ogres. That's for sure. All right, cool. We do have tools to help take out some key units, so we're going to send the Exalted Hero against that, and we're going to send that Plague-Ridden against that. And we'll also use the Contagions to hopefully take out a couple more ogres, and we will absolutely run them down. We don't have a whole lot of healing that needs to happen. Yeah, you see that Stream of Corruption, even though it's 100% armor piercing, doesn't really help. I think that that will take care of Greasus. And actually, I don't think that we actually want to kill him yet. Because if we kill him, then the army will be kicked out of the Realm of Chaos. And we want the points for killing all these other units. So as soon as that Stonehorn goes down, if it goes down. Okay, cool. Yeah. And this guy here needs some healing, so we'll just have him cast some Fleshy Abundance on himself. And that should basically situate. Yeah, alright, good. Ooh. We'll just see what happens. Although, I think I didn't place that properly. So that's probably going to miss. I don't know that it actually killed any additional models, but whatever. Yeah, so we don't want Greasus to have been wiped out, because I'm pretty sure that we should get Blood God points for fighting him in the Realm of Chaos. We should. 100 infections. We could replenish. Or we could take the favor. I think we'll just take the favor. Income from trade tariffs. Income from all buildings. That's actually pretty good. Income from all buildings, 20%. Oh, that's where he is. Never mind. So that's not as good as I thought it was. Let's see. Did we get points for that? Yes, we did. We got Blood God points for fighting Greasus. So what we'll do is, I think, casualty replenishment rate, attrition. Yeah, we'll just do this because it's extra growth. And we'll do these guys really quick. That. This guy will do hard to hit. This one will do this. And this guy was working on the control. Okay. So now we will wipe Greasus out. And that should give us some more Blood God points. Yep. So we are halfway there off of that one fight. If we had wiped out Greasus, we would not have gotten that. And then we're going to fight this. And I think... Yeah, because we have the extra movement left over from before. So this, again... We don't really have the tools that we need to fight these Dragon Ogres. But there's not that many of them. So we'll fight it manually instead of taking the damage. And we're going to try to get into that... there's a item right there. And when you pick up those items, they heal your army. So... It doesn't... I suppose now that I think about that, we probably could have just manual or auto-resolved this and walked right into that portal and been fine. Lore of Heavens. Okay. So we're going to use this to our advantage and try to bunch them up. So we'll just kind of like set up our army. We want to be as blob... This guy is not... Is this guy a wizard? He is not a wizard. So this means that we don't have to contend with any magic from them. So we're gonna blob up like crazy. We're just gonna reduce our surface area. Just to... Actually, we'll make it this big. This is the... I think this is the appropriate size. Because it puts a barrier right there. And that allows us to stick Kugath right like that. And then we'll take our Nurglings. And actually, this one, it looks like it's in pretty bad shape, so we'll just leave it in reserve, along with probably this one. And then we'll take these ones and stretch them across the front. Put this guy in the back. That'll give us enough space. Actually, we'll do this. And we'll resituate Kugath. So we'll actually put this guy here, and then right behind him, that one. And it'll be able to annihilate whatever sits there. We'll do the same thing with these guys. And we'll put the healer right there. Beast of Nurgle right there. Alright, cool. We need to focus on the... we need to focus on the melee infantry. So the sword spears, because we're not going to do anything to those guys. In fact, Kugath should be shooting at these guys, because if he gets a direct hit, then he will kill the entity. Okay, made a liar out of me. Never mind. So I don't have anything that is like really capable of dealing with the. It's just going to be straight up attrition on the Dragon Ogres. Like whatever, we're just gonna have to chunk them down a little bit at a time. Because like I said, I don't have anything that can really do anything to them. Now that that is set up like that, I think maybe those Source Warriors will join in. Can't really tell what's going to happen here quite yet. They might suck themselves into. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just cast it right like that. They're going to disintegrate anyway. Can we get another one in before this fully disintegrates? We did get another Blight Boil in, but that Lightning Storm I don't think is really effective on those units anyway. Alright, back to attacking the source. Or fire. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we're really not equipped to fight Dragon Ogres or Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. So I expect the army to take a little bit of pain. Now that I think about that, they are Kugath is halfway decent at that. This guy is halfway decent at that, and so are the Plague Riddens. But then these guys, their missiles that we're wasting on things that we shouldn't be wasting them on might be halfway decent. Let's do another Blight Boil there. Yeah, these guys are not doing well. So what we're gonna do is although it looks like we've done plenty of damage, it looks like there's enough damage that was done to the Source Warriors. Magma Storm available for 27 seconds. Because I almost casted that on these guys. We don't want to do that. We'll cast this on Kugath. Although we probably should have saved it and used it on the Dragon Ogre Shaggoths, or the Dragon Ogres. Yeah, I guess we're doing okay. I mean, Nurgle isn't known for its damage output anyway. But we definitely don't want these guys to be the focus of attacks. Where is our Exalted dude? Beast of Nurgle is definitely not suited to do that. He's anti-infantry. Let's just take a look. Let's see what that does. Ah, nice. Cool. Okay, so now is the time to use our dudes that can run things down to run things down. So that Dragon Ogre Shaggoth needs to go down.
Infection is inevitable.
The Beast of Nurgle is relatively fast. So let's go after that Shaggoth, and then that. We probably won't get many Blood God points. Well, I don't know if it goes by entities or if it goes by value. It might actually be value. Yeah, it's just derped out. It's not going to work. Okay, so none of that worked. You're going to get that one? I don't think so. I mean, we can always take them in the next fight, because we should have the movement range. That guy's not going to get his either. Alright. We'll just move on. We probably could have taken on a few more of those Dragon Ogres, but, you know, whatever. I'm hoping it's damage value. Because if that's the case, then if it's damage value, then we can milk this army for the remainder of what we need. We'll take the... Oh, we wiped it out. Shucks. But we are most of the way there. What is this? Chainsword.
Plague Weaver, triumphant. I must test my contagion.
Might as well. This one. We're going to start doing Rancid Visitations. And this one, yeah, Rancid Visitations. Or no, this one, we need to start down this line. And this one doesn't really matter. He's at what we need him to do. All right, so we're gonna get the chainsword, and everybody's now replenished. And we want this dude to attack us. So if we move there, we don't want to be attacked by both of these simultaneously, but we want to be like over here. So as long as we force march, we should be really enticing to that. But as long as we are outside this guy's reach, where he can reinforce, yeah, we'll take that extra little bit. Yeah, that guy won't be able to reinforce. And that guy attacking us should be all the points that we need to complete the realm. All right, what are we doing over here? This one was capture...
A step too far. You know nothing. Nurgle's uncleanest.
This one has all of his stuff, so we'll have him do the sacking. And we are going to be reinforced with this Kislev army, which is fantastic. Because that means we have an opportunity to use our magic against him. Okay, so we had some other stuff that needed to be done over here. This one is our guy that is going to be attached. This guy's getting attached. This guy is closing that rift. Attached. 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 So we would normally just auto-resolve this battle, but what I want to do is do some damage to this army. And I can do that if I fight it manually. So we are just going to sit back here and wait for our reinforcements and wait for Kislev to show up. And we're going to let Kislev charge the settlement. And we have a caster. And we're just going to sit there and spam casts on their units. And we can do this with impunity. It doesn't affect us whatsoever. So... they are going to come in right here. And we're going to put basically our entire army here. Except for this caster. And this dude's just going to sit here and just...
Bring destruction and decay.
He's just going to...
This is
generate
all
wins.
Our grandfather asks of us.
All right, so what do we have here? We want our ice guard. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we're after. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have casted first. But we're just gonna sit here, and wherever we can get a shot in on them, that's what we're gonna do. They're gonna bunch up right there. That's gonna be a nice hit. There's a couple things in there. It doesn't register that we did any damage value, which is hilarious because we're gonna do so much damage to our ally. Like, that's not really a great cast because it's on Cav, but there's so many of them bunched up right there that I will absolutely take that cast. All right, let's do some stuff on these Ice Guard and Sar Guard here.
Weeping sores.
Again, it doesn't actually... They will have no problem beating the Norscan army, even with me hamstringing them. But it is funny. This guy doesn't have any spells, so that doesn't really help us any. That might bounce. Yeah, it totally did.
Done with joy. Rot and ruin. Rust and rot.
It's not the most impactful spell ever, but
Moving.
ooh, that's not what we want. Let's see. That looks like a good one. 2 Ice Guard units, or an Ice Guard and a Sar Guard, excuse me.
Father Nurgle himself.
And I don't know. I don't know. They may. Kislev might actually lose that engagement right there.
Wherever Nurgle asks.
The motherland goes for fire!
I spread destruction. Buboes, phlegm, blood, and guts. Spreading pus.
This is some Skaven shit right here.
Fuses me. The Festa pours. Indubitably.
So there's 2 units of Ice Guard that are just... They haven't started losing entities yet. But, oh man, that's probably not a good cast. They haven't started losing entities. Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, their cav is getting kind of beat up.
Greater demon of Nurgle.
Oh, come on, give me my magic, man.
Rot and ruin. Rust and rot.
They're shooting at this tower, and they're missing because there's stuff in the way. So those Ice Guard are just going to sit there, it looks like.
Buboes, phlegm, blood, and guts.
Yeah, they're starting to lose entities.
The Pox Lord. Nurgleth infuses me.
Like, these are like 2 of the most valuable units that they have in their entire army. I mean, they're still gonna lose. The Norskins, that is. It's bouncing weird. It looks like it's hitting the edge of this hut and bouncing back this way.
Nurgle's mightiest child.
Yeah, they're totally missing that. They're wasting their ammunition on that. All right, let's try to aim this a little bit different this time. So they're losing entities because I'm casting on them, and they're wasting their ammunition because they can't actually hit that thing. I think the Norskins still have it. I'm pretty sure that they're still like definitely not going to win that engagement up there, but we've exacted another. Like, there's enough damage that has been done by this whole thing that I'm hoping that they just outright leave. And keep in mind also that they're probably going to take attrition, and if they aren't going to take attrition, then I can always make them take attrition.
The Festa Boys!
Yeah, so they've basically lost two units of Ice Guard there.
A bilious trail.
I only have 3 casts of this. There might be a good blob to use this on. Yeah, there's a decent blob to use that on. These ones are basically wiped out. The towers will probably do enough damage to them.
I'm moving, children.
There's a decent infantry blob right there. Come on, dude. Walk faster. Yeah, that's a decent infantry blob.
Father is repositioning.
Dude, like derp out.
Leaving a bilious trail.
Here we go. Yeah.
Bile
It doesn't do us any good to use that.
blisters, fevers, weeping sores.
I think they just got army lost. Or no, they didn't. Nope. Cast it that way next. Like up into this. It's a decent chunk. And I don't get another cast. Sadness. Maybe we'll get lucky. So now we're just gonna fast forward it, I guess. We've done enough damage to this army that, like, we got a delayed army loss. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see how many units they lost. They lost 636. So they lost over half of their army in that battle. You'll notice that we lost 0. We're gonna sack it, and then we'll have this guy occupy it.
Right.
And this army is not taking attrition. Oh, because it's attrition. 50% all from all sources of attrition. And we might as well make some money off of it.
Cultist of the plague.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that means that in 2 turns' time, you know what I probably should have done is I should have extended the play duration. In 2 turns' time, this unit will cease to exist, and so will this one. This one will cease to exist. This one will probably survive. This one will cease to exist. If we hit him again, we might even get we might even get this. Did they lose their lord? Surely not. All right. Anyway. Yeah, totally lost their lord in that battle somehow. So that was not a good fight for them. Let's see if the Chaos Dwarves will take that settlement. They will not. Okay. But Kislev might.
Kislev has survived far worse than plague.
Saber Mountain for Ice Caverns. Negative. And it doesn't look like they're going to take it anytime soon. Okay, unassigned skill points. Let's see here. No, let's do this.
A new way to share Knuckles' life.
This one, we're going to do spoilers on him. And we have some building opportunities here. So let's do this. And looks like growth. Yeah, we could probably use some growth in this province here. Oop, that's not the right one. We can upgrade this. I mean, we might as well. You know, we're gonna probably sell those, but they might as well be in good shape. I mean, we're not doing anything else with our money anyway.
Dominate.
We could befriend the Kurgan warband. How much money are they going to give us?
Let's find somewhere.
Not really enough.
Bring the over tyrant.
All right. Let's get out of here. All right. So you know what? We didn't do that. That sucks. We got enough movement to get there. It's not a big deal. I really don't like how it doesn't tell you that those things exist in your post-battle screen. I understand. There should just be a toggle that allows us to turn off notifications for have they moved or not. I don't think that any of this really matters. Yeah, none of that really matters. What happens in the Chaos Realm does matter, though. And did we just get, did we just pass all those? Did they just decline to attack us? I think they did. Although this might be... Yeah, they totally just didn't attack us. So, what we're going to do then, because we can, is we are going to attack this, and we're going to auto-resolve it, because we can. We did not get any post-battle anything from that. We have now enabled the Brass Keep battle, which is right there. We can reach it. We're going to get his... we should get that. And you guys know the rules here. We don't fight those quest battles. Because they're a complete waste of time. They're a foregone conclusion. We know that we're going to win. And if we have to, we will bump the difficulty down to easy. Because I'm not spending an hour and a half playing a quest battle that is a complete waste of time. It's like it's probably my least favorite, well, second to least favorite facet of Realms of Chaos. The rift spawning thing, I was okay with that at the very beginning, even when you couldn't do anything about it. I was okay with that. So what we're going to do here, just to make sure, since we have the money,
Join
just going to heal those guys up real quick.
grandest experiment.
My least favorite is the Realm of Tzeentch. Yeah, heroic victory. We get to auto-resolve this. My least favorite is the Realm of Tzeentch. And then my second least favorite mechanic are these quest battles, where you could just... or soul battles, or whatever they are. Where you can just, like, order in units. You know? And half the time, you don't even need it. I remember the first quest battle I didn't even know that there was a button that you could get reinforcements, and I fought it with just my army. And I won. I was like, what is this? Yeah, auto-resolve. Yes, we did take a lot of damage. And you know what? It is worth it to get those infections. So we'll go ahead and watch this, so you guys can get caught up with the story and everything, and I'll shut up.
The bear still clings to life. Of course, god blood to break a curse.
Too long. I was imprisoned in shadow. Finally, my flesh returns. Flesh to tear, little demon. When I am free, you will know the wrath of a god. The bonds of the Forge are strong, and you grow weak. Our journey is not complete.
The Lord of Shadows is a shadow no more. With his curse broken, he can pursue his burning desire to enact revenge and dominate the world.
Yeah, I like this comment. We took damage, but we didn't take the mental damage of playing it. Yes, exactly.
Good.
All right, cool. So we did that, and now we need to... Skarbrand went into the realm of Slaanesh, and he should not be done there, because I think we were only in that realm for... Let me think about this. We were only there for 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. We were only in the realm for 3 turns, so he's got a lot of time left in the realm of Slaanesh. That's going to give us enough time to run up here and get into this rift. And it's closer than that one. So the Slaaneshi rifts should not close. I don't think Kairos is going to be down there to do anything with those, because I think he's pretty much busy with Meow Meow up there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put Kugath into Force March. And this is our territory, so we will replenish. And we're just going to go about this like... hang on a second. Did we take out... Is that Norscan faction done? Yeah, the Norscan faction's over. So, we could pacify these ogres and sell them all this territory, or sell these 2 territories to them. I really wanted to sell it to the Disciples of Hashut, though. They did not appreciate the past war with the Gormandi tribe. But it doesn't look like it was really that big of a deal to them. And we want to get away from Grimgor. So the reason we're going to try to get to this rift is we're going to try to portal down to... Let's see if there's... Yeah, there's plenty... This is where we want to be. We want to establish a city right here. So we can just sit there and give it a plague every once in a while and just have it spread. So that would be ideal. But we need to think about what we're going to do with these guys. So who are they at war with? They are at war with all the factions we don't care about. But they have a defensive alliance with Cathay. So we're going to have to fight those guys no matter what we do. They are not going to... They're going to be mad at us perpetually. They have 8 settlements, which is quite a bit, actually. And if we screw with them... You know what we might do? We might fight them enough to get a peace agreement with them. And then get... Or you know what we might be able to do? Will they buy our territory?
Don't care how rancid you taste.
If they will buy... let's do the ice caverns. They don't even want it. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about this. To be honest. I'm going to have to think on this. But it stays... we're still going to take Kugath up and do... let's go ahead and... we'll go ahead and give him Mentor.
It will supplement.
And then these guys will just associate the points wherever. I'm probably going to break the stream off here pretty soon. But I want to set us up to make sure that we're headed in the right direction for the next installment. Because I'm having a lot of fun with this campaign. Like, surprisingly. I said that this was going to be... So we're not closing this rift. Actually. So we're not going to close that rift. But these guys are going to get added into that other army. And... You know, I don't know what to do about this situation. I'm gonna wait to see when this building matures. We'll see what they want to do. Like what this faction wants to do. If they'll peace out with me, maybe even break those alliances. We'll see. I just don't. I'm not optimistic. This guy, we have an encounter at sea to go do. And that's going to be a battle, and... you know what? This would be a good note. This would be a great note to end the stream on. Yeah. We're going to fight this battle. Probably lose. But I'm going to fight this battle. I'm going to fight my butt off here. If we lose, we lose. It's not like it mattered. But we are going to have to rush them, for sure. So we're going to send the spawn and the marauders up the side. We'll send these demonettes up that side and these ones up that side. And that's actually not all that bad. They're set up kind of catty-cornered. So we're going to send the Marauders to fight those guys, and we're going to try to flank them with the spawn. This guy does have this for 12. That's not what we want them to do. Go ahead and flank this around, see if we can get in on those missile units. We need to take out as many of the missile units as we possibly can. tie that up. We do not want spawn fighting halberds. This one. Let's see what we got here. This is a good target. Spawn can fight that, though. So let's pincer that. Let's pincer this. Let's get those in on the artillery, although they just took a huge hit from not only the artillery, but also the... and this guy's on foot, so he's basically not helping us whatsoever. So do that. Oh my gosh. Just derped out, sitting there not doing anything, just taking a full volley to the face. Yeah, we're not winning this battle. It'll be a valiant effort, I think, but I don't think we're gonna make it.
Marauders of Slaughter!
The debauched ones! Darkest winds blow! Do my lips! We go searching on!
I don't think that we're gonna... What is this? Speed? Charge speed? Let's do this. They got magic. Freaking doing us dirty. This character is mortal. He might actually be able to do something there. Let's instead of doing that, we'll bring this run around and we'll attack this and then flank it with this. Pull this one out and let the spawn kind of engage it, and then hopefully flank it.
Sorcerer of Slaanesh.
Okay, that's good. These marauders are still holding on. Let's flank with that and hit this one. She's a demon, so we got to get her out of there. She needs to basically sit the rest of the battle out and just be a buff. Although, no, she needs to go hide behind something, because that dude's got a missile attack, and he's got a beat on her pretty good. If she goes down, then we're in trouble. This is going okay. This can be managed, I think. We're going to probably sacrifice this spawn, I think, is what we're going to do. Yeah. So we're going to send the spawn in, and we're going to allow the spawn to fight the halberds, even though they will not win. And we're going to hit them with these exalted demonettes. Okay, that looks like it's good.
Exalted demonettes of
Slaanesh, behold!
Yeah, she's hidden. That's good.
Demonettes of Slaanesh!
Alright, good. This mortal can go fight this guy. And these are both regular demonettes, so we'll just join them in. And I think we actually win this battle. We'll see what happens with this whole situation here. But I'm pretty sure that we're good. The spawn can go fight that guy. Yeah. Yeah, we win. Cool. I didn't think we were going to pull that out there for a minute, but we totally did. So, good deal. And I think that about exhausts the usefulness of this army. What do you guys think? Sorry, Nakari, we're turning to you a little bit beat up there, bud. 200 infections, yeah. This shouldn't be a battle. So, oh, we got materials at sea. That's fantastic.
The Herald.
So what we're going to do is this. And we have to... I said we were going to end the stream, but what we have to do is actually do some bookkeeping really quick. So we're going to go... I just got this materials at sea. Construction cost minus 30% for buildings faction-wide. So what we're going to do is go province by province. So we've got 22,503 in the bank right now. Anything that is building, this is building. So we just saved some money. So that was the Northern Wastes. So when we return to the Northern Wastes, we could build these. We might do that. We're going to leave that build because we want to test what what those guys are going to do. But this one is only 1 turn advanced, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So 24,000. I don't think it counts on... It doesn't count on outposts. This, even though it's 1 turn from being done... 27,000. We'll come back to these here in a second. Nothing's building here. Nothing's building here. This is building here. And this is building here. So we're back to the Northern Waste. So we saved, what was that? 22,000. We saved 6,000 favor just by going through and resetting non-essential builds. So what I want to do... I don't think I actually want to do anything with those just yet. I want to test. So let's do some building here. We had some other spaces that we can do some stuff in. Yeah, I don't actually want to, I don't, you know what, we can always cancel them later. So let's do this one. And, yeah. And then what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and press end turn here. And, oh yeah, we wanted him to go close that rift. All right, cool. So, I have now pressed end turn. We'll let this play out. And we will pick up on this turn following... You know what? Sometimes this is glitchy. So, if you reload into... Well... We don't have anybody who's going to ascend to a Demon Prince, so it's not a big deal. So what we'll do is we'll just let this scroll all the way through. Nothing's happening to us. And we will pick up here on the next episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been great doing this. I'm having a lot of fun with this campaign, and I can tell that you guys are as well. We will pick up with episode 4 next time I have time to stream. And thank you for watching The Art of Save Scumming. It's been just really